It's Thursday, December 4th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiu. Adelle Caballero is watching several slowdowns in Queens, and Storm 24's LaRosa here with today's forecast. So we did enjoy great, perfect tree lighting weather last night.
Yeah, it was really nice. Cold, but not too cold, and of course dry. So we love that. And it looks so pretty. It is spectacular. Nice and dry and clear visibility. So just a wonderful view right there. We love our tree. We've got 34 now at Central Park. Islip, you're at 35. Below freezing from Poughkeepsie and Sussex. Looks like there may be a few flurries trying to start up here from Pike, Sullivan, Sussex, and Orange County, so we'll keep an eye on that. Other than that, we're looking at pretty quiet weather. Aside from the gusty winds later today, this is really going to make it feel chilly today. 32-mile-per-hour gusts through the afternoon, the wind chill a factor. So while air temperatures get to about 39 at noontime, that's our high for today. You can see the feels like temperatures through, especially this afternoon and evening, into the upper 20s and low 30s. Bundle up. All right, coming up on 6:01. Cold on the platforms out there for commuters, Adele.
Yeah, definitely cold. Going to be one of those days you're going to need to bundle up if you're heading out to the roadways. Also bump up the heat. You are going to be sitting there for a while on the BQE westbound side. Now, construction has wrapped up between Queens Boulevard and the LIE, but you are still left with a solid ride through the area. And heading into New Jersey, still watching this crash on 78 eastbound. Local lanes, you've got a couple lanes closed off because of a crash with a dump truck. Debris spill, big mess. Stick to 22 instead. Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you so much. Today does away right now. Let's check in with Maria and see what's happening weather-wise.
Yeah, not much happening. We got clear skies. It's crisp and chilly out there, of course, but the next few days we can say that. We'll add in bitter cold for tomorrow, but as far as precipitation goes, pretty low chances. It is staying cold, and I've got even colder temperatures potentially for some of us into next week. So we'll take a look at that in the 10-day.
Thanks so much. Still ahead.
If you're making your way into the Bronx, Cross Bronx Expressway, you're going to be tapping on the brakes eastbound into exit 6A for the Whitestone Bridge. We've got a crash taking out a lane coming up in a few minutes. We've got an update for you on that accident in New Jersey. Here's a live look outside right now, though, onto the LIE. We've got delays heading into Woodhaven Boulevard. You're watching Today in New York.
And this is something new that we're talking about here in New York City, but this gives you the volume and the mass, right, that you can't just get from improving drainage.
Yeah, it's an interesting solution, right? And it has a lot of benefits, right? It's about resiliency, but also mitigation, and then it looks nice. So it seems like a win-win. So that's how we have to start thinking about some of these solutions to these problems that we have. Obviously not a problem, flash flood threats over the next few days, certainly not in the short term. We do have some precipitation chances, but for the most part, they're either light or not going to amount to much and not impactful. So that's a good thing going into the weekend. With that said, as we look into Friday and Saturday, that's kind of the next chance to pick up a little something. You can see not a whole lot, but it may be in the form of some light snow. So if you're looking for that, we may have a little bit for you. Our hour-by-hour forecast for one of our models shows that coming through late Friday into early on Saturday. This isn't going to last long. There's, again, not much to it. So as far as any winter storms that we have brewing, don't see anything down the pipeline. Plenty of wintry temperatures, though, and plenty of cold. As we look into Nassau County, we have that beautiful brightening sky. It's 35 right now. In Islip, there is a bit of a wind chill. The story for us the next several days, definitely the temperature story. We've got tomorrow's sub-freezing high temperatures, but then another reinforcing punch Monday to Tuesday. We're definitely locked into this pattern where we kind of keep getting these intrusions. So this first Arctic front is tonight. Again, not much to it. This next system off to our south works with that cold air. That's our next chance to see a little precip out of this. And then again, that keyword little. And then we've got another front. This is what brings us the extra cold weather for Monday into Tuesday. But again, not a lot of moisture with it. So we don't see any big winter storms in the pipeline at this point. So 37 through 11 a.m. 39 will be our high. Sun and clouds, but notice the winds. Those are really picking up tonight with that front, driving the wind chill down, of course, and then the actual temperatures. Bitter cold tonight, down to 21 in the city. North and west single digits, and just enough of a breeze. The wind chills will be pretty brutal. So high of 31, that's it for tomorrow. By Sunday, we pop up to 41 and then plummet again down below freezing for highs by Monday. All right, 6:16 now. Delays out there, Adele?
Yes, we've got plenty of delays. And if you are hitting the roads here in New Jersey, you're going to need some extra time, at least on 287. Northbound side, exit 22 to 26. We've got a crash taking out a couple of lanes, then 78 eastbound. Still seeing this crash here. It happened a few hours ago. 78 eastbound eastbound local lanes. Over by exit 56, this crash involved a dump truck. There's still debris on the roadway. A big mess through the area. Stick to 22 instead. And here's a live look outside onto the Cross Bronx Expressway. We've got a stall eastbound heading into the Whitestone Bridge. You are going to be tapping on the brakes through the area. And First Avenue is shut down by 92nd Street. This is because of fire department activity. Alternate side parking rules and meter rules are in effect for today. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. 6:16 right now. An accounting error disrupted an annual tax relief check for a Rockland County woman, and after several tries, she got nowhere.
Then she said, better get Piccaro for help with the school tax credit. News 4's consumer reporter Linda Piccaro explains what went wrong and who qualifies for this program. It is 6:30 a.m. right now on this Thursday. It's December 4th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adelle Caballero's here looking at issues with New Jersey Transit right now. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa has the forecast.
Yeah, it's still chilly. It's December, kind of right on time, but we are dry.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty sunrise. It's mostly clear in most areas, and so yeah, you're getting a little preview there of the beautiful color sky there. To the north and west, there are some clouds, even a few snow flurries far north and west, but everybody's in the chill. We've got the 33 at Central Park, 31 at Newark, 34 in Bridgeport, Poughkeepsie at 31. Not too blustery right now. That's going to change though for the afternoon. So you want the scarf, the gloves, the hat, all of it, even though we are going to stay pretty quiet otherwise weather-wise. By 1 o'clock, 39 degrees. At that point, those gusts will be over 20 miles per hour, so wind chills start dipping into the upper 20s and the low 30s. That's the case through the rest of the afternoon and evening. Fair skies through 7 p.m., close to freezing, but we'll be watching that Arctic air starting to move in. That'll be something to watch for tomorrow. All right, at 6:30, let's watch this morning, and the roadways already some pretty significant delays.
Yes, roadways and rails. Actually, New Jersey Transit, you can expect to see 30-minute delays into and out of New York Penn Station. This is because of Amtrak overhead wire issues. We will, of course, keep a close eye on it, keep you posted on it. They will continue to cross Honor, though. In New Jersey, 78 eastbound local lanes. We're still seeing a couple lanes closed off here because of an earlier crash involving a dump truck. You've got debris on the roadway, major backups through the area. Stick to 22 instead and watch for delays on the Cross Bronx into the Whitestone Bridge. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you very much, Adele. 6:31 now. Well, today marks 1 year since United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was murdered in Midtown. And this morning, his alleged killer, Luigi Mangione, will be back in court. Today, New York's Romney Smiths in Lower Manhattan.
Fantastic to see them all. So, Maria, kids who are up late to watch the tree lighting early now.
They do make you wait, that is for sure. So maybe a little sleepy out there, but that brisk air outside will wake you up real fast. 34 at the bus stop this morning, 39 through lunchtime. We'll get some sun in there, but a bit of a breeze keeps it really cold, and then it's bitter cold tomorrow morning. We'll talk numbers and even colder air for next week in the 10-day.
Maria, thank you. Still ahead, an unexpected.
It's going to get a little confusing. We're going to break it all down for you, though. If you are hitting the roads right now, Grand Central Parkway, westbound side, heading into the LIE exit 10, we've got a crash taking out a lane coming up in a few minutes. We're going to give you a closer look onto that accident in New Jersey. Here's a live look outside right now, though, onto the inbound approach to the Holland Tunnel. You can expect to see about 25-minute delays. You're watching Today in New York.
Yeah, and security.
And security.
And then call Michael Gargiulo.
That's right. I'll give you advice.
There we go.
World Cup tickets. That's what we're using.
That's all you want. That's not much to ask for. You're not greedy there. I've got some numbers for you guys. A lot of 30s here, where it's going to feel even lower than that. So 39 today, it's 31 tomorrow. Even colder for next week. We're talking highs and lows, so we're definitely in it for a minute. Let's show you, though, on top of that, the gusty winds later today. Wind chills back to being a pretty big factor here and how it feels out there. So this morning already wind chills are in the 20s, and it's not even that breezy. But by this afternoon, those gusts 20, 30 miles per hour out of the west-northwest. It'll feel like 31 in the city with our high of 39. North and west, we're falling into the teens and the 20s. Actual air temperatures tomorrow, some single digits. We're down to 21 in the city with feels like temperatures at 15. We are at the point where there could be a few record lows potentially, including in Poughkeepsie and Bridgeport. We're a little far off from that for the city, where the forecast low of 21 is the record for the day is 11. So we're not quite there, but it's all about how it's going to feel. You want to be prepared. prepared. So beautiful Rockefeller Plaza right now. If you're looking for some festive flakes to fly, maybe check out the tree late tomorrow and into early on Saturday. We could see a few with a system off to our south, but again, totals wise, it's not going to amount to much. We don't see any big snowstorm in the making, even though it looks like this right here. This is moving very quickly and it's a little too far off to the south to have a huge impact, but we just kind of settle into the chill. We get another punch of that very cold air heading into early next week, and we're talking about a couple of days where it will be sub-freezing again. So today we're up to 39 at noontime, sun and clouds, but very brisk winds, especially later on this evening as that Arctic front begins to move on through. So tomorrow, 31 degrees, again, some clouds, some sun, maybe a few flurries. And then by Sunday into Monday, that next front, so we're back to highs, barely making it to freezing in the city. And we'll watch that midweek period next week for some precipitation, but you can see we do get a chance to bounce back up closer to 40. All right, 6:47 now. Delays, slowdowns. Adele, what's the latest?
Yes, so we've got a mix of it all. If you are heading out to New Jersey Transit, give yourself plenty of extra time. You've got 30-minute delays into and out of New York Penn Station because of Amtrak overhead wire issues. Hitting the roads right now, unfortunately, not looking much better, at least not on 78 eastbound local lanes by exit 56. We're still watching this crash here involving a dump truck and debris on the road. We're going to head outside right now to Chopper 4, giving us a closer look onto that. You can see those lanes closed off there, and it is definitely causing some pretty heavy backups with only one lane open to traffic. You can see a solid ride. Those are going all the way back to Route 24. Your best bet at this point is to make your way over to 22 instead. Express lanes are also open as well. We'll keep you posted on that. And the LIE eastbound by the northern state also has a crash with one lane closed. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you, Adele. Well, big commute. Everybody, thank you for streaming with us. It's Thursday, December 4th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adelle Caballero is tracking the roads and the routes, and Storm 24's Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast. What a beautiful morning out there, Maria.
Yeah, we do have some high clouds adding a little extra color to the sky, but it's cool and crisp, we'll call it, because we're going to save frigid and blustery for later tonight and tomorrow. So let's show you what's going on. We do have some light snow showers, interior northeast for the most part, maybe a few flurries to the north and west, but that's the Arctic front. That's coming late tonight. So again, this morning it is pretty quiet. The winds do pick up, though, with that front later on this afternoon. So those gusts over 20, 30 miles per hour, you know what that can do with temperatures into the 30s. It's going to be very cold later today. By noontime, 39. That's our high this afternoon. And then some clearing heading into tonight as temperatures plummet down, not just below freezing, but in some areas below 20 degrees. We're going to end up right about 21 through 5 a.m. And again, wind chill will be an issue. So we'll talk more about those numbers in a bit. Got to get you out the door, though. What's slowing us down, Adele?
Right now, New Jersey Transit is slowing us down in a big way. We've got 30-minute delays into and out of New York Penn Station. This is because of Amtrak overhead wire issues. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated on that. For the time being, they will continue to cross Honor. 78 eastbound local lanes over by exit 56. We've got Chopper 4 live giving us a view of this. This is a crash that happened earlier this morning involving a dump truck with a debris spill. Cleanup work is still underway. One lane getting by with delays back to 24. Stick to 22 instead. Darlene, back to you.
Oh, thank you. It was 1 year.
A beautiful night, as you promised. Weather was really perfect for it, and there was so many. 6th Avenue was quite the scene.
Oh, I'm sure, and beyond.
Beyond.
It's always tough to get too close there if you're not there early. But yeah, it was nice and quiet. We do have some maybe flurries flying far north and west, but it's all about the cold the next few days. And in fact, today, plenty chilly, still in the 30s. It's tomorrow that we can call frigid, dangerous cold. Some recovery heading into the weekend, but even more Arctic air next week. I'll show you in the 10-day.
Thanks so
Maria,
much.
thanks so much. Still to come.
Oh, we love this story. If you are hitting the roads right now, though, you're not going to love the Jackie Robinson Parkway eastbound side. A solid ride over by exit 5. That's because of a crash taking out a lane. Coming up in a few minutes, we've got an update for you on those New Jersey Transit issues. Here's a live look outside right now, though, onto the Gowanus Expressway through Industry City. Eastbound cars are heading away from you. You're watching Today in New York.
Maria, about this all morning, a new way to deal with the problem that we've had in New York for decades and decades and decades.
Yeah, it kind of solves a lot of issues, right? You've got mitigation, resiliency, but also it looks nice and it's good for the community to have that space. So that's a good combination all in all. But one thing, we don't have any future flash flood events to keep track of, at least not in the short term or in the next week or so. Our Precipitation chances are pretty low, and in that case too, there's also the wintry component to all of it. So not all rain. As we see with the next one, as also you can see, not adding up to very much total precipitation in general between Friday and Saturday. So that's kind of the one next system that we'll keep an eye on. In the meantime, it's talking about the cold, the breeze today. The hour by hour showing that the time frame for if we pick up anything from the system that's going to be sliding off to our south would be light, and it'd be late Friday into Saturday. But you see the blue on our model here. There could be some snowflakes mixed in there, and even that little bit of rain potential too. That is after our Arctic front. So that is our big story here the next 24 hours. There's that system off to the south working with some of that frigid air and producing some of that light snow, maybe some light rain along with it. The next front we're watching too, not much to it as far as precipitation goes, but a ton of that Arctic dry air behind it. So we get another push of that cold air into early next week. We are definitely stuck in a rut as far as temperatures go. So today it is a combination of it being chilly. It gets gusty later today. We're headed up to about 39 degrees, but it'll feel like 31 most of the day. Bundle up for sure, north and west down into the teens and even single digits actual air temperature for tomorrow morning. Here's the good news. The winds won't be too bad heading into Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So we see a little bit of a break in that department. So today again, 39 degrees, tomorrow 31. Saturday into Sunday, we rebound a little bit. We're going to try and get up to about 41 on Sunday. That's ahead of the front. That next front drops us back down to highs close to or below freezing. And the next period to watch for maybe a rain snow mix will be on Thursday. All right, so let's get an update on some of the slowdowns and yes, the holiday craziness.
Yes, holiday craziness to say the least. We have our beautiful tree all lit. Now, something you're going to want to keep in mind, though, if you are planning to head into the city today, is a gridlock alert day, so traffic is going to be heavier than normal. Best bet is to stick to your mass transit. Speaking of mass transit, though, New Jersey Transit, now that earlier Amtrak overhead wire issues, they have been resolved. Unfortunately, delays are still staying intact here with 30 minutes into and out of New York Penn Station. We will, of course, continue to keep you updated on that. And 7 to 8 eastbound local lanes by exit 56, still seeing 2 lanes closed off for a crash. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Adele, thank you so much.